All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome you all to the Sri Kachila Patel Samaj LAXMANBHAI Construction Premier League Season 2, organized by the Sri Kachila Patel Samaj Youth League. Get ready for day number 7 of thrilling cricket, unmatched sportsmanship, and vibrant community spirit. Before we proceed, we'd like to thank all our sponsors for this event. Title sponsors, LAXMANBHAI Construction Company Limited. Live streaming media partners, Epco Quarries Limited, Gulf Timber and Hardware Suppliers Limited. Silver sponsors, South Siok Farms, Apex Steel, and Apex Piping. Bronze sponsors, Broadwalk Mall, Woodways Kenya Limited. Fueling partners, Silver Star Manufacturers Limited, and Hariom Titans. Man of the match partners, Juja Block Limited. Higher 60s partners, Sajanand Creatives Limited. Dot Ball partners, MK Builders, Kapil Timber, Alpha Aluminium, and BBC Auto Parts. Media broadcasting partners, East FM. Ladies and gentlemen, day number 7, match between the Dovu Crushers and the Polaroid Dragons. For the toss in the center, we have Mr. Arvind Halai with the captains of Polaroid Dragons and Dovu Crushers. Polaroid Dragons captain Nel Mugabe is going to call. Samaj is the call. And Youth League it is. The captain of the Dovu Crushers has won the toss for game number 7. Captain Ravi, you've won the toss. What would you like to do?
We bowled first.
Any particular reason for bowling first?
There is no reason, just play.
What are you looking at restricting the Polaroid Dragons in a total of?
130 to 140.
Looking at you winning the first game, how confident is your team? Confidence કેટલા તમે પહેલી ગેમ જીત્યા કોન્ફિડન્સ કેટલું છે તમારી ટીમને?
કોન્ફિડન્સ તો સારું છે બધાનું.
Thank you. I'll have a few words with the captain of Polaroid Dragons, Nel. Nel, you lost the toss, but you've been kept to bat first from the Dovu Crushers. Any different from what you were thinking?
We would have also bowled first, but it looks like a good pitch, so we don't mind batting.
Any particular target in mind?
I think anything above 160 is a good score to make.
Any changes in your squad?
We have one change. Pavitra comes in for Punit.
So one change. Both the teams have won their first game. This is a game that will decide the team that makes the 2 extra points in the points table. So ladies and gentlemen, once again, from the center, for game number 7, Dovu Crushers have won the toss and elected to bowl first.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game number 7 between Dovu Crushers and Polaroid Dragons, whereby Dovu Crushers winning the toss, electing to bowl first.
Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So we'll have Sahil Halai bowling for Dovu Crushers, Nirav Budia and Chandresh Irani. First ball, edgy shot there. Some great fielding there by Om Patel to save 2 runs for Dovu. With me, Raj Buria. Raj, during the toss, the captain for Dovu mentioned about restricting them at 130. What do you see or what do you look about the pitch?
Yes, so Captain Ravi decided to bowl first. And after asking him the total that they would like to restrict the Polaroid Dragons, he mentioned about anything below 140, 130, 140 is what they're looking at. And with the way of looking at the pitch, definitely a pitch hereby that is, the par score is around 150. It's a pitch that has been played on before. The ball we can already see is bouncing quite well, coming in well. So it's a way on how the platform has been set by the Polaroid Dragons, because looking at asking even the captain of the Polaroid Dragons during the toss, he said that they want to score at least 160 plus.
They are definitely capable of, with a deep batting lineup for the Polaroid Dragons. I would expect something with 160.
So with the batting lineup of the Polaroid Dragons, you see the opening pair is Nirav and Chandresh. They still have Anish Nagdar coming in, Nitish, Rinkesh, the captain Nel Mugabe also to come in. They have Tom Ojijo who's there as well. Aditya Vekaria, a very young lad. What a shot that is from Chandresh. A straighter ball from Sahil, taking advantage of the power play, lifting it over the infield for a boundary 4 towards long off. Sorry, long on.
I think Chandresh did not middle that. He's getting a slight bottom. Otherwise, if Chandresh starts middling, it's obvious going to be out of the park. And Dovu Crushers will also have a plan for him. Great fielding there. End of the first over, 7 for no loss. So the second over will be bowled by Om Patel.
What a game Om Patel had in the first game between the Hariom Titans. I believe Vishal, you're part of the Hariom Titans, and Om Patel, a genuine in-swinger. He was getting quite a bit of movement there, and the batsmen were also trying to play on him on the merit. And with that, even Om Patel became the award winner for the most dot balls bowled in that game.
I think he's come up well. The way he's been bowling even during the seasons. I think something somewhere is working out for him. And with the T20, he likes doing the variation. That's a good shot there by Nirav Budia.
Nirav with his first boundary, as you can already see, charging down, not letting the ball to do a much movement there, playing it with the bounce.
Nirav just trying the ball to avoid the swing by just standing very much far away from the crease. Plus walking towards high in the air. And a drop catch there by Dhruv Vakjiani. Not getting underneath.
Once again, Nirav using the fit, trying to go over the offside. I think not very balanced there was the fielder, Dhruv. And that made him not to grab that catch. Will this chance be very crucial for the Polaroid Dragons?
Nirav can be dangerous. And plus the left hand and right hand combination is obviously a hassle and annoying to any team or any bowlers going to bowling in. The sloppy there from the keeper Ravi, and an extra run in terms of wide.
Straight away Om Patel, as Vishal was saying, using the variation, bowls a slow one to Chandresh. The ball kept outside the wide line, and a bit of fumble there, getting an extra run off the wide.
Once again, Nirav charging down. What do you think of Nirav, Raj? Is he not going too hard, or is he trying to get the power play executed?
That is basically what Nirav is. He likes going to the ball. He doesn't wait for the ball. He likes throwing the bat hard at it, trying to do all the possible that he can. And obviously, with the power play in play, when you only have two fielders outside the 30 yard, it becomes very difficult for the bowlers and the fielding team to also adjust to the way Nirav is batting. He's already at least a foot outside the crease line, and then again he's coming down the wicket, trying to reduce the swing of the ball. Trying to open up again, Nirav. A greater ball there from Om Patel this time around. It's a wide signal by the umpire.
So what he's trying to do is he's trying to obviously pull back the bowler as he's trying to bowl 3/4 lengths, but unfortunately once a batsman starts charging in and taking use of the feet, it's obvious that 3/4 length might also come in a full length delivery. That is why it's being a bit of hassle to Om Patel.
Up in there, over the infield. Once again, a welcome boundary for the Polaroid Dragons. This over so far being very expensive. 13 runs off the 4 balls bowled by Om Patel. Do we see any change in field from the Dovu Crushers captain Ravi after the way the ball has been hit around by NAIROBI?
That is up in the air, a field underneath. Hitan Vekaria not hesitating.
An easy catch there for Hitan Vekaria. The Dovu Crushers getting a breakthrough just after 1.5 overs. The PALORA Dragons losing Nirav Budia after a score of 20 runs on the board. The change in field made Nirav play negative 2 shot, and an easy catch there from Hitan. Maybe we would say Nirav didn't utilize the chance that he got. And a brilliant ball there for Mom. Straighter this time to the body, not giving any room to Nirav.
From the way the ball was smacked by Nirav, he knew it, that is not timed it well. With the dismissal of Nirav Budia, Aditya Vekaria replacing into the crease.
A very young lad, Aditya Vekaria, coming in for the PALORA Dragons. Very positive cricketer and very energetic. Let's see what he has in terms of contributions to the PALORA Dragons. A good in-swinging delivery there for no run. After the end of 2 overs, PALORA Dragons 20 runs for the loss of 1 wicket.
So Sahil Halai coming to bowl his second over and the third for the team. He's been an economical bowler so far, almost carrying to the mid wicket. Good shot there by Aditya Vekaria. Sahil Halai just giving him out swing delivery. Aditya and Sahil both play for the same club, both train together, so they really know each other well. And that's dropped there at the point region. So Aditya Vekaria gets alive here. Would have been a good catch there. Very disappointing. Once again, over the top. A second boundary for Aditya in this over. Just trying to take 10 runs, a slow one delivery. Back of them.
Pressure onto the bowler. Aditya Vekaria giving doubts to Sahil's thinking, and therefore under that pressure Sahil bowls a ball down the leg for a wide. A brilliant comeback there from Sahil, this time round much straighter to the body. Aditya playing the ball to the merit. Any ball in his region, he's definitely going to attack and go for it. Last ball of over number 3. Up in there. Another misjudgment from the fielder at backward points. 4 more runs added to the total of the Polaroid Dragons. After 3 overs, the total of Polaroid Dragons, 36 runs for the loss of 1 wicket. With the innings so far, we can see Chandresh and Aditya are looking at going very hard to the balls, away from their body, and this is where the Dovu Crushers need to make sure that they do not give them the room that they want. Ball much towards the body. As we all know that Chandresh also likes to go hard. Let's see what they have. That's it. Rightfully said, rightfully done there by Om.
I think it is very much a positive signs for Dovu Crushers when Chandresh and Aditya are trying to go hard. There are 2 aspects here. As they've been giving chances, 2 chances have been missed out. One was very much lucky for Nirav Budia, but the second one was good. That hit straight there. A huge one for Chandresh, first 6.
So Patel trying to go to the body of Chandresh, however bowls it into the slot. With the replay you can see there, just right in the slot. And look at that for a shot from Chandresh. No hesitation at all. Full power, full swing. A very interesting power play going to be there for both the teams. Another shot over the off field on the mid wicket region. One bounce, 4.
So Chandresh Shirani just playing with the swing, and that's his favorite zone.
I feel that the Dovu Crushers, before coming for this game, did not do their homework. Looking at the way the opening batsmen are playing them, this is what the teams need to do. That so far all the teams have already played a game. We've started having 2 games for all the other teams, and this is where the teams need to look at how the previous games went, what batsman was playing what kind of a shot, how to bowl to that batsman when you go play against them. An inside edge ball running down to the third man region. 4 runs once again. A lucky boundary there for the Polaroid Dragons. Once again you could see there Chandresh trying to go hard at it. Yes, it was in the range, but it gets an inside edge, runs down to the fine leg. The passes have become very expensive here for the Dovu Crushers. Should the captain have a change in the bowling, try and get a spinner and see what impact the spinner brings in for the Dovu.
I think the way Chandresh is batting, he's just trying to throw his bat wherever it comes into, which he's good at. And he always lacks going and making use of the bad balls that is being bowled by the bowlers. I think definitely there has to be a change from the Dovu Crushers. And we got the change. Hussain Varsani comes in to replace Sahil Halai.
Captain has asked for the helmet, and that means there is a change in bowling. Spinner coming in. Captain is at the wicket. This will also keep the Polaroid Dragons batsmen in the crease. So will that make also a difference in terms of them approaching the spin bowling? Because it becomes very difficult to use your feet when you know that the keeper is in front. So you have a chance that if you miss, you're going to be stumped.
So with the way Hussain is bowling to Aditya, I think the field, I would rather say, is just put one deep covers and one mid-on. Not mid-on, mid-off. Let Aditya go across.
He's got a long on and a deep mid wicket. If it's such a case, then you need to bowl to that line. Bowl to the field. Let the batsman try and hit you to the field, and therefore you can even have a chance to pick up a wicket.
Plus this kind of wicket, the way you're saying the surface is dry, the way Hussain likes bowling, the skidder deliveries going cross, you might have chances of an LBW high in the air. Hussain not managing to judge that. So this is what I'm talking about. Chandresh likes hitting across the wicket. One quicker delivery might get you an LBW or might even go through and hit the stumps.
What a shot that is from Aditya.
Wonderful six over the offside through the long off. Umpire confirming whether it's a six, and it is a six. What a shot that is from Aditya. You can see that. Hashin Varsani bowling a slow one right in the slot of Aditya. And Aditya not letting loose of it. Making sure he gets the maximum number of runs possible to get. And that looks like we need to get a new ball in the center. I feel the Dovu Crushers still bringing in Hashin at this moment was not the right move, because Hashin is somehow, yes, he's known as a spinner, but he's not a spinner. He likes to push the ball. He likes to give the ball a bit of revs. That means the ball definitely comes a bit quicker compared to rest of the spinners. They have good spinners on their side. They have Yash Talati, who's a brilliant left arm spinner. They have Dhruv. They also have Ganesh, who can bowl in. They have Hiten Vekaria, a great off spinner. So bringing in Hashin at this moment, when the field is still restricted due to the power play, you can see the results already. 12 runs of it.
I think the best option could have been Dhruv Vakjani. He likes turning the ball. He likes throwing the ball. He likes bowling the length that is required in the power play overs. I think they should have tried Dhruv Vakjani instead. This is the line to bowl to.
A good comeback there for Hashin after going for 12 runs in the first 4 balls. 62 runs for the loss of 1 wicket after 5 overs is the total for the Polaroid Dragons. What a start this is. 12.4 is the run rate of the Polaroid Dragons. If they carry on with this run rate, they're going to pass the 200 mark. Can we see a 200? A first 200 of this season 2.
I think it'll all depend on how the next overs after power play will react and how the batsmen are going to react. It's obvious that when the field is open up, the players like Chandresh Shirwani and Aditya try and rotate, then there is somewhere they will land into. But if they start hitting the way they're hitting right now, they might end up having big caught at the end of the boundary.
So once again, a brilliant start there from Chandresh. A boundary of the first ball. And that is what the Polaroid Dragons have been targeting.
I think you have to bowl according to your field. If your middle fielder is at the 30-yard circle, there is no way you have to bowl outside the off stump. You'd rather bowl them towards the middle and the leg stump. Let them go cross.
So changing the field. The long on becomes a mid on, and the long mid on, wind off becomes the long off. Up in there, and the fielder was there, and that's an easy catch there for Sagar Malapati at the cover region. That's a point region rather. I think hereby Chandresh slicing the ball, trying to go over the offside. A welcome wicket there
for the Dovu Crushers.
So Dhruv Vagjani just slowing down the ball, giving some chance to Chandresh to come forward, and a bit of lofting delivery there, not getting it right, and a good catch there by Sagar Malapati.
I still have a feeling this game is going to go till the wire. Both the teams equally balanced. They've got brilliant batsmen in both the teams. Just a casual celebration there from Dhruv after picking the wicket of Chandresh. He knows that he's done the damage, and I think the Polaroid Dragons are very happy with where they stand so far. Incoming Nitish Irani, a very young lad playing for the Ruarka Sports Club. Very positive batsman. The last over of the power play. Rightfully played there by Nitish. Did that ball just move an inch towards the outside? Just passing the outside edge. What a brilliant ball that is from Dhruv.
So Dhruv Vagjani has just come back well after the first ball being hit for a boundary.
What over that is from Dhruv. This should raise the confidence of the Dovu Crushers. After the end of 6 overs, Polaroid Dragons 66 runs for the loss of 2 wickets. That brings the end of power play. That means now at least 5 fielders can field outside the 30-yard mark. Does this change the game of the Polaroid Dragons? Would they be looking at rotation of strike now, or still go hard at the ball and try and get at least a boundary of every over?
This is what Hashin was supposed to bowl in the first over. It's a good run there from both the batsmen. I think these rotations will start coming in.
Do the Polaroid Dragons have a left-hander in their squad? I feel after a fall of a wicket, they should have a left-hander go in. Bring the left and right hand combination for the period of the between overs, from over number 7 to all the way over number 12, and then have the hard hitting at the end of the remaining overs. So 2 brilliant overs back to back by the Dovu Crushers. Once again, just 4 runs of this over. Almost a catch there for Hashin. Nitish Irani just chipping it over the bowler for a single. Vishal, for this season, we're also looking at awarding the best emerging player of this tournament. And to qualify for the best emerging player of this tournament, a player should at least be born after the 19th of July 2003. That means the player needs to be under 22 years. All these youngsters, likes of Aditya, Sahil, Kush, they're all eligible to play, to be part of this emerging player. And the players also need to have at least played 4 games out of the 7 games that they have been allocated. A player should have at least played 50 balls or should have at least bowled 10 overs in total to be part in consideration for the emerging player of the SPL Season 2. An outside edge, ball running down to the third man. And brilliant piece of fielding there from Sahil. Definitely saved a couple of runs there. Great ball there from Dhruv. Rightfully played there by Nitish. And good running between the wickets. The rotation of strike as we speak about. That's down the leg side. And the white called by the umpire. What a ball that is, and what a over so far once again. 6 runs coming off it. 76 runs for the loss of 2 wickets for the Polaroid Dragons. 9.5 is the current run rate. A good comeback there by the Dovu Crushers, bringing the run rate to half a 9 from half a 12. In for his third over, Hashin. 2 overs, none for 16 so far. Play just past the fielder, the bowler. Getting a single there. Nitish taking his time into the crease, making sure he stays in as much as possible and contributes towards the total of the Polaroid Dragons. What a ball that is for Machine once again. Just passing the outside edge. Perfect drive there from Aditya for a single. One more run into the scores of the Polaroid Dragons.
So at this stage, the Dovus have pushed back Palaora Dragons from the run rate of 11 of the over. They pull them back to 8.78.
So 79 for the loss of 2 after 9 overs. In of the 10th over, Dhruv coming to bowl his third. After this over, we're going to have a strategic timeout. How is this strategic timeout going to bring impact to both of the teams?
I think definitely they'll have some time to discuss as a team on what ahead we need to do. As so far, the way I'm looking at, I think Dovu have come back very well.
Charging down Aditya, trying to go for a big hit. And in the hands of Mehul Asani at cow corner. The youngster has to depart for 31 runs of just 20 balls. What a cameo that is from the youngster. Slightly a bit under par. I feel like the Dovu Crushers have come back very strong in this innings, and the Polaroid Dragons will have to regroup and see how they tackle the remaining number of overs. And make sure that they get a repeated total on the board, so they have something to bowl at in their second innings. In comes the captain of the Polaroid Dragons, Neil Mugabe, a very athletic player, I must say. Very quick between the wickets. A brilliant timer of the ball. A brilliant fielder he is. I must say, just a brilliant all-rounder. Up in there for a short period of time, but just dips before going to the point fielder. Would have been another wicket there for the Dovu Crushers. Just lucky there is Nitish. A quicker ball outside the off stump. Nel Mugabe trying to open the face of the bat. Did not get any connection. No harm at the scoreboard. A brilliant over once again there from Dhruv Vagjani. 3 runs off the over and the wicket. Into ball the 11th over. Shinvarsani and his last over. Shout for an LB. No reaction there from the umpire. It looks like missing leg in real time. Easy single there from Nel Mugabe, making sure that the runs on the board keep moving.
So the running between the wickets will be more important in this stage of the game, and Dovu Crushers will have to put their more effort for the last 10 overs. Otherwise, the seeking of the singles might be a trouble for them.
Definitely, and you can see the way the Polaroid Dragons have seen the field set. All the fielders are deep on the 30-yard. So you just drop the ball and take a single quickly. So once again, easily taken. All the fielders a bit deep down. And therefore, quick singles, rotation of strike. And a bat ball can be converted for a boundary. Brilliant piece of running once again.
That was really a risky run there by Neil Mugabe.
Risky, but the speed that Neil has, he made it in very easily. Just like a normal casual run. So change in the bowling for the Dovu Crushers. Another very young player, Yash Talati. A left arm. You can look at the stats as well. Best bowling figures, 5-4-19. 3 wicket hauls, 8 of them. 5 wicket hauls, 2. Can he bring an impact and even reduce the current run rate of the Polaroid Dragons from 7.9 to even below 6?
Dovu Crushers need to have a solution to stop these singles. Otherwise, the connoting run rate might also go up without even Dovu Crushers realizing.
Definitely, Vishal. It's very simple. It becomes very easy when you have rotation of strike. For a bowler to even continuously bowling at the same line and length becomes difficult. And you get a bat ball, you try and convert the bat ball to a boundary. Call for a 2, but rightfully denied by Nitish. Just a single there. So as we say, you get 5 singles and a bat ball, you convert it for a boundary. All of a sudden, you get 9 runs in an over, 8 runs in an over. And that is what is required by the Polaroid Dragons so far.
As we speak, 5 balls, 6 runs. So far, Yash has been very much in an economical way. Just waiting for the final ball. A reverse sweep. Neil Mugabe not getting it right. I think he moved very much early, as Yash just saw him before.
Yes, he moved early. Yash saw that he moved early. Bowled it outside the off. But where I feel is the ball that just turned a bit quicker, much better than the rest of the balls, is where Neil was beaten. If there was no turn on the ball, Neil definitely would have got a touch of a bat on it, and he would have definitely got at least a couple of runs.
So another bowling change, Hiten Vekaria coming in.
A great way to start the over, and look at the running between the wickets. Neil Mugabe straight away calling for a second and runs like a cheetah, making those 2 runs look very easy. Nitish needs to keep up on his pace.
He will definitely have to match his speed with the Neil Mugabe. They need to score some runs. Another thing, just keeping it right. Mehul, Asani.
Looking at the way Neil and Nitish are running, the deep boundary fielders need to attack the ball and come much quicker towards the ball. So at least, even after looking at that, the batsman would feel no. The fielder made it much quicker to the ball. It would be very risky to take a single.
And what the Palaor Dragons batsman Neil and Nitish are doing is putting pressure on the fielders. They might miss and might go for a boundary. This is what we've been talking about, and we as well been talking about, that the first run always have to be a hard run in order to get the second one more easier. So far, a good over there by Hiten Vekaria. Just one delivery yet to be bowled.
Once again, good running between the wickets. 6 runs off the over. 99 for 3 after 13. Palaorad Dragons just 1 run short of 100. Looking at what we have on screen, you can see the top 3 batsmen all playing over a strike rate of 150. That is where the power play became very interesting. Was there a nick? Did the captain give another chance to the captain of the Polaroid Dragons? Trying to go hard. Mid-wicket region. Brilliant fielding there from Mehul. But as we say, Neil Mugabe and Nitish, quick running between the wickets. 2 more runs added in to the total. Once again, trying to go for the reverse sweep. Neil gets a bit of wood on it. And 2 runs being taken once again.
Cracking shot there by Neil Mugabe. This time round, not getting the second run with Ganesh.
Good piece of bowling there from Yash. You can already see the ball turning. In the second innings, will the spin make a big difference? Once again, a good shot there, straight to the fielder. Couldn't grab it. And as usual, a quick single once again.
As we can see, Neil Mugabe gasping for air with the way he's been battling around, running. It's very much impressive. I think the youngsters should start learning from them. Nitish charging down. Hiten Vekaria coming to bowl his second over, with the first one being very much economical, just giving away 6 runs. Bowling outside the off stump, Hiten Vekaria.
Just before this over, the captain, Neil Mugabe, asked for a water break. And was there a different message that was sent out to Nitish? He's trying to go hard at Hiten Vekaria. 3 balls have gone for a dot. The 4th ball is just bowled a wide. Once again bowling outside the off. A brilliant shot there. A welcome boundary for Nitish.
I think this boundary would definitely reduce the pressure for Nitish. A fine shot there towards the covers.
Great piece of bowling there for Hiten Vekaria. Coming back strong. And 6 runs off the over. PALORA Dragons at 1-1-1 for the loss of 3. A current run rate of 7.4. Projected score 148. Can the PALORA Dragons rebuild and push the target to at least 160? Nitish Irani playing on 24 runs off 34. And Nel Mugabe playing on 12 or 15. Brilliant running between the wickets. Played it with soft hands, Nitish. And easy 2 runs. The Polaroid Dragons don't even need to look for a boundary. If Nitish and Nel keep on running between the wickets as they are running. Once again down the ground. This time round just for a single. So for the past 3 overs, they've only got 1 boundary. Nel looking for 1 more, but plays it straight to the fielder. Just gets a single run. Flighted delivery. And once again, a quick single by the Polaroid Dragons. Great bowling there from Yash, not giving any room to Nil Mugabe. Plays it back to the bowler. This time round coming in, trying for a slog sweep. No connection. And a dot ball to end over number 16. The Palaora Dragons 116 for the loss of 3. Four overs remaining for the innings of Polaroid Dragons. Do we see a change in gear? Do we see Nitish now trying to attack the ball and try and get as much as runs as possible? They still have a couple of good batsmen waiting in the pavilion. Sloppy there by the bowler. A casual throw from the boundary. Couldn't grab it. And a single extra run there. Charging down is Nitish. Maybe a commentator's curse. Trying to look for the runs. Misses the ball. And easy stumping there by Ravi. Not even waiting for the umpire's decision, Nitish rightfully walks back. The incoming batsman for the Polaroid Dragons, Thomas Ojijo. slight yes or no there. But the batsmen stay with 1 run. Short over the infield. But it's a wicket. The captain Nel Mugabe has to depart. Bowled it outside the off. Nel Mugabe trying to go haywire, doesn't get the connection required, and an easy catch there for Shin Varsani. So 2 wickets in this over for the Dovu Crushers. What a comeback this is for the Dovu Crushers after the power play. 66 runs in the power play in 6 overs. And in the last 10 overs, they've just given out another 60 runs. A good shot there. And a good piece of fielding from the Dovu Crushers. Pick and throw. Making sure they couldn't get an extra run there. So after 17 overs, PALORA Dragons 121 runs for the loss of 5 wickets. A great comeback from the Dovu Crushers, as we said. In the power play, the PALORA Dragons 66 runs. And in the next 11 overs, they just give out 55 runs. The run rate that was pushed from 12.5 to 7. The spinners definitely have brought back the Dovu Crushers into the game. Well watched there by Thomas Ojijo. Waited for the ball to pass the crease line. Plays it late. Cuts it through the point region. Gets a welcome boundary. Once again, good running between the wickets. These are the positives that we can see from the PALORA Dragons. The running between the wickets has been brilliant. Trying to go for a big one, an inside edge to short third man, and a easy single once again. Yash giving out 24 runs. He's left with 3 balls to come for his last over. the much we say about the Polaroid Dragons running, the better it becomes. Any batsman coming in, making sure they just keep on running between the wickets, rotating the strike, getting the singles here and there. And with no effort, this over have already given them 10 runs. Played it straight to the fielder at long on. End of over number 18. The Polaroid Dragons 132 runs for the loss of 5 wickets. What a shot that is by Thomas. Straight down the bowler. But a brilliant piece of fielding there from Sahil. Saving 2 runs. Good ball there. Once again, good running. But that's a call for a third umpire to check on the run out. Was there a late call that has got this wicket? Let's see what the third umpire has to say. So the third umpire has given a verdict. Anis Nagda has to lose his wicket in form of a run out. Looking at the first run, they were very quick. But was there a bit of miscommunication for the second that slowed Anish Nagda? Vishal, I must say the running between the wickets for the Polaroid Dragons has been very impressive. Whether it's a new batsman coming in, whether it's the previous batsman, they are pushing really hard in between the wickets.
I think that is why the total has ended up to this much. No doubt that started on well, but in between there have been a slow, decent batting there from PALORA, but later on after the singles and doubles, I think they've pushed them up to at least bring a total of 141 so far. We're still looking for more as we still have a few balls left of the innings. Once again, another shot there by Tomojijo. Good stop.
If you look at this over, Vishal, already so far, they've got 10 runs. Even though they lost a wicket, 3 doubles and a boundary, easy 10 runs.
With Thomas still at the crease, the opponent, or rather than the partner, will definitely have to run alongside with him. He's the same way as Neil Mugabe, the running between the wickets.
So the last over of match number 7 between the Polaroid Dragons and the Dovu Crushers. The Polaroid Dragons 144 for the loss of 6. What a move this is from the Dovu Crushers, bringing a spinner for the last over. He's only given out 13 runs in his 3 overs and he's picked up 2 wickets. He's very confident about his bowling. Let's see the way Polaroid Dragons approach Dhruv.
Hitting straight up in the air. Good stop there by Om Patel.
Trying to go for the big one. Skies it. But brilliant fielding there from the Dovu Crushers. Just giving out 2 runs. Sloppy there, I must say, maybe for the first time from the Polaroid Dragons. They only get a single this time round with even a fumble from the fielder of the Dovu Crushers.
I think Rinkesh was not ready for the second run anyway. Going cross. Dhruv Vaghjani giving the ball a pace.
There's a signal there from the captain. Hopefully there's no edge. Very lucky there. Bowled it towards the body. Brilliant over so far from Dhruv. 4 balls giving out only 3 runs. What a ball that is. A yorker through the legs of Rinkesh. Picking up his 3rd and the 7th.
What a ball there by Dhruv Vaghjani. back for the second innings. Dovu Crushers chasing 149.
Opening batsmen for Dovu Crushers, Sagar Malapati and NAIROBI. Bowling the first over for Polaroid Dragons, Anish Nagda.
So Anish Nagda. At the other end, Ravi Rabadia and Sagar Malapati. Edge behind the wicket, not interested. So Ravi going across the in-swing delivery from Anish. Welcome boundary. So just looking at to chase at the run rate of 7.56 with the batting lineup of Dovu Crushers. The run chase might get successful if they have planned well with the dugout coach Kiran Varaya, his experience. Sagar charging down. So 6 of the over. We'll have Yagnik
After the first over, Dovu Crushers.
Pindoria, the left arm spinner.
Dovu Crushers require 143 runs to win in 114 balls. Coming in for the second over for Polaroid Dragons, Yagnik Pindoria.
Bowling outside off, moving away. Ravi giving some room, getting a edgy shot. A good shot there by Ravi Rabadia.
Come on, Babu. Catch it, Bapuda.
In the air, over the covers. A protected boundary by the PALORA. He's keeping one. So the Polaroid Dragons will have to squeeze in Dovu Crushers of the power play. So far, 5 runs of the over.
After 2 overs, Dovu Crushers on 11 runs for no loss. Dovu Crushers
So Sagar Malapati
38 runs.
not yet opening his account after playing 5 deliveries. Some Dovu and PALORA fans there enjoying the cricket. Anish Nagda to bowl his second over.
For PALORA Dragons, Anish Nagda.
Banged it short.
What a marvelous shot there from the captain of the Dovu Crushers, Ravi Rabadia.
A huge six by the captain, Ravi Rabadia.
In swinging delivery onto the body, lashes at it. Same region this time round, a boundary 4. 10 runs of 2 balls already for the captain of the Dovu Crushers.
So some cracking shots there by Ravi Rabadia. Anish Nagda being expensive this over. 13 runs of the over. Yet a delivery to be bowled. Sagar Malapati struggling here. 7 dots. So far 6 dots. Only 1 run taken so far.
24 runs.
So 3 overs, 24. Run rate requires 7.35.
To win in 102 balls. Coming back to bowl the fourth over for PALORA Dragons, Yagnik Piloria.
Up in there. He's caught it. The fielder is confident. Let's see how it is.
So hit back by Sagar Malapati. Yagnik very much confidence that he scored it, but will have to check this at the third umpire zone. So the third umpire taking his time. A very crucial decision here to be made. So the third umpire has made his decision. And the ball had touched the ground. A good attempt there by Yagnik. A good effort. Unfortunately not paid off. So Dovu Crushers dealing in twos at this stage. Sagar Malapati has to recover all the dot balls that he's played so far. Yagnik looking strong here.
At the end of 4 overs, Dovu Crushers on 29 runs for no loss. Dovu Crushers require 120 runs to win in 96 balls.
Bowling coming, right time over to you.
Coming in to bowl the 5th over for PALORA Dragons, NDOVU.
So that's the first wicket. Anil Gorasia striking the first ball. Ravi Rabbadia, the captain, has to move out. So we have Ganesh, the professional all the way from India, who represents Gara Sports Club in the NPCA 50 overs league.
Leg stump. Coming right arm over. 5 to play.
So Anil Gorosia being very economical. A good shot there by Sagar Malapatti. Would be a welcome boundary for him to boost his runs. Anil Gorosia rolling his fingers, which he's good at. But still 6 runs of the over so far.
After 5 overs, Dovu Crushers on 36 runs for the loss of 1 wicket. Dovu Crushers require 113 runs to win in 90 balls.
So 5 runs, 5 overs, 36 for 1.
Coming back to bowl the 6th over for PALORA Dragons.
Yagnik Pinoria coming to bowl his 3rd over. Looks like the captain has decided to utilize his overs in the power plays, which is obvious. He'll only have to bowl 1 more later on after. So this could be the last over of the power play so far. So 36. A quick delivery there. The Polaroid Dragons had scored 50 runs of 3.5 overs, which they are far much ahead. But these two, Ganesh and Sagar, will have to play a very much stable innings to take batting deep. It's not going to be an easy chase here with the way the wicket is reacting at this stage. Bowling towards the leg. Ganesh making it simple, not going hard, driving it right way with the flow of the ball. The first game, Ganesh took a full responsibility, playing across the wicket. Trying to sweep Yagnik Pindoria. And an appeal. Looks like missing leg stump. Just a similar kind of a ball to Sagar, but this time round just moving far away towards the leg side and getting a bonus run, adding extra column. Outside the off stump to the point. Anish Nagda, sorry, Rinkesh.
End of 6 overs. Dovu Crushers on 43 runs for the loss of 1 wicket.
With the loss of just 1 wicket, it has been a healthy run rate in the power play overs.
End of 4 play.
Bowling the 7th over for PALORA Dragons. Anil Gurevia.
So Anil Gorasia with the second over. Playing with soft hands. coming into Sagar Malapati towards the mid wicket. Just a single there.
Trying to bowl the slow ball. Gone way outside the wide line. Well watched there by Ganesh. Lets it go. An extra run. Slow ball straight over the bowler. With all the confidence that Ganesh had. As soon as he hit it, he knew the ball was going to the boundary.
Hiyo ni ile. Ile ilipotea, saa ile ikapata. Call Tom. The one that lost in the first game, the sixth over.
Come on, Il.
The chance of a stump out. Was well in. To the deep square leg. Flicking, making the wrist in use.
After 7 overs, Dovu Crushers on 54 runs for the loss of 1 wicket. Dovu Crushers require 95 runs to win in 78 balls.
So next time, check, leg check.
Rinka.
Middle.
Coming in to bowl the 8th over for Polaroid Dragons, Rinkesh Bekaria.
So Rinkesh Vekaria comes in to bowl the 8th over. So 95 needed of 78. Towards the leg side. An extra runs. Some good keeping there by Chandresh Irani.
Come on, Rinka.
काय ताकद नाही জোর জোর ট্যাকেল আছে
The run rate so far very well balanced. Current run rate 7.81, required 7.25.
कैसे रिंकिया यार
Brilliant
बात तो करो
rotation of strike there by the Dovu Crushers, keeping themselves into the game. The PALORA Dragons need to work out on a way so that they can try and restrict the Dovu Crushers. Up in there, Ganesh. That's a drop. And the easiest of easiest catches. And it's the keeper with the gloves. Uncertain, very uncertain there by Chandresh Hirani. Not really sure
रिंकिया
of how he was going to grab it. Trying the Australian style and pops out. There's a lifeline there for Ganesh. Can he utilize this lifeline and take Dovu Crushers over the fence?
I would say this would be an expensive chance for the Polaroid Dragons.
I was just thinking about the Polaroid Dragons picking up the wicket of Ganesh, and that would have brought the whole game to a different scenario. And then we all know what had happened. So after 8 overs, the Dovu Crushers 60 runs for the loss of 1 wicket.
Crushers require 89
Come
runs
boys,
to win in
come boys, kichwa juu wewe. Kichwa juu itakuja sasa hivi. Get your ball and come right on over to you.
bowling the 9th over for PALORA Dragons, Nitish Hirani.
बोला बोला बोला
समाधि
select check stump middle
A single run there from Sagar Malapati, bringing Ganesh on strike. Definitely seeing Ganesh will try and attack Nitish. Straight down once again with the confidence. 4 runs to Ganesh.
so bada
Brilliant shot selection there from Ganesh. So far we can see that Ganesh is very strong Straight down the ground in the V.
So, buda. Sara, buda.
Trying to be cheeky there, Ganesh.
Looks like that drop catch has not affected Ganesh's intention. I think he's going after the ball. A good turn there by Nitish.
Ganesh definitely will try and attack the bowlers. Try and score the runs as quick as possible so that they can even have the impact of run rate in the points table. Charging down the ground.
Bola, bola, bola.
That's a brilliant piece of fielding there from the captain of the Polaroid Dragons, Nel Mugabe. Would have almost made it to the ball, and if he had made it there and got hold of that, that would have been the catch of the tournament. A swing and a miss once again there from Ganesh. 7 runs off the over of Nitish. 67 for the loss of 1 wicket after 9.
67 runs for the loss of 1 wicket. Dovu Crushers require 82 runs to win in 66 balls.
I think Ganesh and Sagar Malapati are being very much patient. At this stage,
Sabar India, Sabar India.
the run rate required and current run rate is being balanced off. Rinkesh coming to bowl his second over.
Sabar India.
Leg check, please.
Sabar India, Sabar India.
Bowling the 10th over for Polaroid Dragons, Rinkesh Bekaria.
Sabar India.
Excellent piece of bowling there from Rinkesh. Ganesh already giving a chance in the bowling of Rinkesh. How is he going to face him now? Straight down the ground. Just for a single.
So good running there. So we'll have a short break here. So 7.7 needed of the over. Still Sagar Malapatti struggling here, not getting the middle of the bat.
Nitish Irani in for his second over. Ganesh playing on 24 after getting a lifeline by the wicketkeeper. Up in there. Easy running there between the wickets, just for a single. Maybe the first shot that is from the bat of Sagar Malapatti's middle. Brilliant ball there from Nitish, bowling it outside the hitting arc of Sagar. Follows it with a ball straighter to the body. Sagar trying to go for the slog sweep. Gets an inside edge rolling to the stumps. And that's a breakthrough for the Polaroid Dragons. 78 runs, losing their second wicket in the 11th over are the Dovu Crushers.
So Mehul Hasani comes in to replace Sagar Malapatti, courtesy of Nitish Irani, getting him bowled. So Aditya Vekaria comes to bowl the 12th over.
Aditya Vekaria brought into the attack by the captain of the Polaroid Dragons. A leg spinner bowling to right-handed batsman. Flighted delivery, Mehul trying to go over. Does not get any timber onto the ball and no run.
Googly coming in from Aditya Vekaria. Meola Sani not hesitating, just giving one back to Ganesh. What do you think, Raj? The doubles and singles that were taken by the Polaroid Dragons, is it going to benefit them at the end of this innings?
Every single run counts when you're chasing. And we've seen two different kinds of innings here. The Polaroid Dragons were very, very impressive, running between the wickets. And the Dovu Crushers have been very sloppy. They hit the ball all the way to the boundary and they just jog for a single. So those ones, those twos, at the end will account for the team that wins this game. Ganesh, yes, he's trying to reserve his energy for the big hits. But for the last 2 overs, he's been kept down. And it becomes very difficult when you have good bowlers in your side who can even keep down the batsman who's well set. So then you need to rotate your strike. You need to run the runs in between very hard, giving the pressure back to the fielders.
I think it's all about the rotation that they require from here henceforth. Yes, with the likes of a few batsmen still at the dugout, courtesy of Dhruv Vakjiani, Hasin Varsani, they can all smack the ball. But looks like this wicket has started turning around. Nitish is running the ball, spinning the ball. A edgy one, a welcome boundary there for Dovu Crushers. And this will at least boost their morale. Over the top. This is what? A chance.
Maybe a throw would have been better. It looked like Mehul was struggling. He didn't even get very quick in the first run. The throw was released when Mehul was still halfway. But the throw wasn't that good to make the run out happen. Straight to the fielder. Ganesh speaking to Mehul. Let's not be in a hurry just to run and get ourselves run out. Maybe it's the worst way for any batsman to get out is a run out. Up in there by Mehul. A fielder underneath it. And has been caught by Thomas Ojijo. His celebration is something to enjoy for the Polaroid Dragons and their fans. So a good pick there by the Dovu Crushers dugout, bringing in a left-hander to play the leg spin of Nitish. That means Nitish has to be very careful on his leg side field. Being a leg spinner, you generally bring it in to the left-handers. Are you going to see a googly the first ball up? Straight away off the mark is Dhruv, going down on one knee after the end of 13 overs. 89 for 3 are the Dovu Crushers.
Run rate has been climbing up as we progress. They've almost over 8 runs of the over at this stage. 8.57. Initially, last 2-3 overs, they was balancing out with 7.45. But the good thing is, Ganesh yet at the crease. And we still have 2 more hitters, Hasin Varsani, Hitan Vekaria, yet to follow. Those are 2 dangerous batsmen yet to walk out. But at this stage, I still feel they should have walked in than Dhruv Wakjiani, unless they have another strategy in hand.
Maybe they've put in the left-hander, as I'm saying, because we could see Aditya bowling from the other side, also being a leg spinner. So that is the main aspect I see where. Shout for an LB. And has been given out. Showing his bat to the umpire. But the umpire says otherwise. Raises his finger. Gets the 4th wicket. The left-hander is out.
Umpire not hesitating. Unfortunately, the batsman showing the bat.
The hard hitter, Hitan Vekaria, walks in. Everyone in the public knows him as Donto. Him and Ganesh were the 2 batsmen who got Dovu Crushers home in their previous game. Can they do the same today?
I think both these batsmen have to play till the end. Or maybe if they start going ahead, they might even spare some balls.
Well watched there by Hitan Vekaria, guiding it just to the squarely region for a single.
A straight hit there by Hiten Vekaria. And a 6 there straight away.
If you look at the reactions of Ganesh, he's just shocked. He's like, Hiten, you've just come in and you started hitting it even harder than me.
This is what he's known as, Hiten Vekaria.
So the Dovu Crushers require 50 runs of 36 balls. Required run rate 8.33. Coming to bowl his third over is Nitish. Sorry, pardon me, his last over. He's given 20 runs and pick up 2 wickets. Bowling his last over and over number 15 for the PALORA Dragons.
A quick run there by Hiten and Ganesh. This is what was required earlier on when Sagar and Ganesh were playing. The singles and risky runs were not being attempted anyway. Otherwise, the situation at this stage could be different as we speak.
I feel they're just short by 8 to 10 runs. Not more than that. But yes, those 8 to 10 runs will account for at the end. When we say that you require 20 runs to win in 2 overs. So as soon as Hiten has come into the crease, the running between the wickets, we are seeing at least every ball getting a single. We don't see the dot balls here now. So that is one positive that the Dovu Crushers are looking at.
A flighted delivery, swing and a miss from Hiten. Mind you, if this could have come in the middle of the bat,
that was going out of the park for sure.
Definitely. Up in the air. Is there a field underneath?
Hiten Vekaria too early losing his wickets. Would have given just a single or even let the ball go as Nitish was just finishing his spell but ends up giving a wicket. This is trouble for the Dovu Crushers. Bringing 15 overs down, 104 runs for the loss of 5. They require a total of 45 runs to win in 5 overs. The run rate slowly climbing up. At this point, 9 per over.
From here, it's not going to be an easy chase. This game might go to the wire. So Harsin Varsani coming in to replace the dismissed Hiten Vekaria.
The Dovu Crushers game is on the shoulders of Ganesh. Gets an inside edge. Takes a single. Goes to the other side of the wicket. How is Hashin going to play Aditya Vekaria? A quicker ball there from Aditya. Hashin straight away lashing at it. Gets no connection. Now a flighted delivery to follow. Straight to the fielder. At long off. Just for a single.
Another full toss up in the air. And he has cleared that. Six will relieve some pressure. A sweep shot coming in. Ganesh with that 6 moves to 40 runs. Will it be another consecutive 50 for Ganesh?
Aditya, even after being hit for a 6, just gives out 9 runs of the over. The run rate still remains as it is. Required run rate of 9.
So the kids enjoying their outing today at the Sri Patel Samaj.
straight away on the mark with an in-swinging delivery. Anis Nagda. 1 run taken there by Ganesh. If the Dovu Crushers really have to win this game, Ganesh has to be in the crease till the last ball. As I said, the win or the lose for the Dovu Crushers is all on the shoulders of Ganesh.
But at least he needs some support here from the other batsmen. That's a good shot there by
Cut
Haseen.
to the point.
And fielded there.
Brilliant fielding there.
That's hit straight. And that has been caught at the boundary once again by Thomas Ojijo.
That's a brilliant setup for Anis Nagda to get the wicket of Ganesh. It looks like during the strategic time they got to know that Ganesh is playing much straighter to the V. And if you look at the field placement, Thomas Ojijo was quite straight, almost straight to the side screens. And they've got the wicket of Ganesh Masurkar. Coming to play in place of Ganesh, Yash Talati, a left-handed batsman. Required run rate 9.6. That is 32 runs required of 20 balls.
What do you think Raj Haseen will try and do with his remaining overs?
You have 20 balls to go. Try and get at least 10 singles, maybe 1 or 2 doubles there. Leave at least, let's say, around 20 runs for the last 2 overs. And you can play any game at that moment. You get one big shot, you put the pressure back to the bowlers. So it is something still not far. 32 is required. Brilliant over there for Maniz, picking up a wicket and just giving out 4 runs. And he still has an over to go. So 17 overs, Dovu Crushers, 117 runs for the loss of 6. At this very stage, Vishal, the Polaroid Dragons were 121 runs. The difference is of only 4 runs. But if you look at their stats, at the end of the innings, or let's say the later stage of the innings, the PALORA Dragons made sure that the running between the wickets was hard. If you look at the analysis, you would only find 2 boundaries in the last 20 balls that the PALORA Dragons played. But they managed to score at least 28 runs. So the running between the wickets is what we were talking about. And this is where the Dovu Crushers will really have to work hard.
I think the singles and doubles could have played very much key role here in this innings. But unfortunately, Ganesh tried to save his energy to at least utilize it later on. But it has failed end of the day. So now we are at 17.1 with Rinkesh Vekaria. So trying to york. Those are 2 and a misfielding here there by Tomojijo. So 2 runs there.
A yorker length there from Rinkesh, not letting Hashin come under the ball so that he can hit for a boundary. Rinkesh knows Hashin very well and the areas he bowls. Up in the air, has just sliced it. 2 runs once again being taken there by Hashin.
A huge one there with what Hussain Warsani is known for. And this could at least relieve some pressure for the Dovu Crushers.
Excellent show of bottom hand power. The bottom hand coming in play. What a sighting we can see there.
Two more deliveries of the over. A slow one. Good fielding there by the fielder Yagnik.
For now, Yash to face the last ball of the 18th over. He definitely has to look for a boundary. And a boundary here, that means you're almost there. Because you get a boundary, you leave with only 17 runs to chase in the last two overs. Yorker length, straight to point, no damage there. That brings to end of over number 18. The Dovu Crushers 128 runs for the loss of 6 wickets. Dovu Crushers require 21 runs to win in 12 balls. 10 and a half an over. This is the penultimate over being bowled by Aniz Nagda. Can Hashin utilize the pace of Anish and at least get 12 to 15 runs in this over?
And that has knocked off Hussain Warsani. A ball coming in.
What a brilliant, brilliant ball that is. Right onto the money. Making the middle stump fly. Good in swinging delivery there for Maniz. Very calm and composed.
So the umpire, third umpire will come in place for the run-out decision.
So the umpire's decision is there. Not out is what he calls. Trying to be cheeky there. Yash Talati. And they pick up a single in form of a leg bye. Yorker length ball for Maniz. Straight to the fielder. But brilliant running between the wickets. 2 runs for Om. 17 runs is what is required of 8 balls for the Dovu Crushers.
So the Polaroid Dragons have pushed back the Dovu Crushers. Some good fielding there. Not getting the second one for Dovu. The required 16 of 7 deliveries. Playing the paddle shot. A bye, ending the over. The final over. He requires 15 runs. So final over will be bowled by Yagnik Pindoria. Let's see where the ball lands to.
15 runs off 6 balls is the equation. A swing and a miss there for Miyash Talati. 15 off 5.
A cheeky shot there by Yash Talati, getting the bat off. The edgy shot there goes for a boundary.
Going for the paddle and at the very last moment changing the angle of the bat. 4 runs through the third man region. 11 of 4 is what is required for the Dovu Crushers. Moving in, trying to go on the leg side. A brilliant ball there from Yagnik. A quicker ball this time round. Shout for an appeal. This time round given.
So Sahil Halai coming to face the two remaining deliveries. 11 runs required. The final delivery of the innings, rather than a game between the Dovu Crushers and the PALORA. A good fielding there by Neil Mugabe. That's the end of the game. PALORA winning this game by 9 runs.
Vishal, I must say, as the way we were speaking about the running between the wickets, those are the runs that have affected the result for the Dovu Crushers at the end of the game.
That is why we say singles always matter. Whatever runs you get, take the benefit of it. And we'll end today's day and we'll be back tomorrow from 2 p.m. with a double header between the Mahadev Strikers and Playmasters at 2 p.m. and Purple Cap versus H.H. Swami Bappa at 6 p.m. The me and Raj signing off. Good night. Sleep well.
representative from MK Builders or Kapil Timber or Alpha Aluminium or BBC Auto Parts to come and present the Most Dot Balls Award. Sorry, excuse me. The man of the match award goes to Nitish Hirani. The highest number of the Chandresh Hirani. The most number of dot balls in this match, a total of 15, goes to Dhruv Wagjani. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Join us tomorrow for 2 games. The first one between Mahadev Strikers and Playmasters at 2 p.m. And the next one between Purple Cap and HH Swami Bappa at 6 p.m.